I'm just having a natural reaction because I've never used it before. All right, here we go. What did we do in our today's special? Well, she's never done this before. Again, if I get rid of these two items, you guys have voted this the #1 favorite of all the beauty lines we have at HSN, and we have very famous brands here. You've voted this one your favorite retinol product. Normally, this is going to be one of these, and it comes out to $44 for a single one. What we've done, and this is only while it's a today's special, is we've doubled the offer up, so you're getting 2 of the big jumbo. You get both of these, and if that weren't enough, we're actually adding the Retinol Cleanser, which is incredible. This is a unique 10-in-1 product just for the cleanser. So here we go, $44 here. So for less than $44, if I said this was $34.95, yay, great. Let's add a full second tube, and now let's add a $24 beautiful instant cleaner, Reset Instant Collagen Cleanser. That is our today's special, and we have it on 3 flex pays, and we have free shipping, which is fantastic. All right, who's the woman I was referring to that you heard in the background encouraging me to use that pain rub? Is Liz Foltz. Hi, Liz.
How are you?
I feel great.
Yeah, you need to keep you.
I cannot believe.
But you shouldn't have to reapply that. So I wish you would have done it in your last show.
Look, I don't know. I'm so happy now.
Yes. Okay, good. Well, here's what's exciting. Yes, it's your today's special. All of you have voted this your favorite retinol. But this is retinol that actually has never felt so good. If you've read about it in all the magazines, all the beauty editors have said, retinol that I can actually use. So why do we even need retinol? Yes, retinol is the gold standard. Retinol will change your skin more than any other ingredient. In fact, they will tell you, #1, use retinol. #2, peptides. #3, collagen. So if you're like Miss Patsy and you're 78 years young and you're saying, you know what, I have sagging skin, I have deep wrinkles, I want to have firmer skin in 10 minutes, well, guess what? You actually can. Look at Miss Patsy. She's actually aging backwards. Wouldn't you say?
Right, absolutely.
I think so. You're recognized at a restaurant. They said, who are you? Could I have your autograph? Okay, so look at Patsy's before, because if you're like Patsy and you're saying, you know what, I notice I'm getting the sagging, the jowls, everything is sort of coming down. What can I do? You put on your retinol. It is a double retinol. Now, why is this different than any other retinol? So retinol from even 3 years ago is irrelevant, meaning old school retinol was yellow. You had to follow a certain guideline, meaning use it for 3 days and then stop using it for 4. Use it for 2 days, stop using it for 1. This is retinol that you can use every single day, morning and night on clean skin. You can use it around the eyes. You can use it on your neck. You will love using retinol. Retinol does more for your skin than any other ingredient. So when you look at Patsy's before, and beautiful in her before, but see how everything starts to come down and goes inward. That's what sagging looks like, even around the eye area. Yes, you can use this retinol around the eye area. Then it comes down, and then you start to get bottom heavy. We call it the upside down triangle, and then it doesn't stop there. It goes down to your neck. Even Patsy's neck looks smoother, it looks firmer. And you know, Nakery, not only are we clean beauty, but we run clinicals on everything, even that wonderful pain cream that Suzanne used, but clinically proven to treat deep wrinkles and firm the skin in 10 minutes. But I don't want you to think this is an instant quick fix. It is not that. Retinol will do more for your skin than anything else. It not only treats the top layer, but it penetrates all the way down to the epidermis. Why is that important? Because it stimulates collagen using 2 powerful forms, new forms of retinol called Granactive and Renistar. What is that? It's actually 2 new types of retinol that we actually my chemists, put in a triglyceride so that you don't get the sensitivity, you don't get the redness, you don't have to follow rules. And even if you're 78, 56, 65, it doesn't matter. You can use retinol at any age, but this is retinol that all the beauty editors have said, that's the quote. Retinol has never felt so good, that we actually trademarked that quote because so many beauty editors were saying this. But again, when you first use it, you're gonna say, wow, my skin looks incredible. It looks firmer. I have less lines and wrinkles. Each day, it's gonna get better and better and better because again, retinol is the #1 ingredient. You're getting 2 of them. So I would say they're huge. So it would last you about 10 months. Your collagen cleanser, this is what's going to take off the dirt, the oil, the makeup. It's going to exfoliate. It's like a little mini hydrofacial in one. Actually, when you're done cleansing, it leaves a retinol palmitate in the skin. So then you do what Patsy's on. I feel like you're just putting that on. You know what, if I was sitting there too, I would just keep putting it on as well. But look at the difference. It goes to work immediately, but the long-term results of this are incredible. It will become your favorite retinol.
Yeah, I want to add something to your point about that too, because you know your face wasn't built in a day. You know, so
right.
I mean, you got to give it a chance. But I've only had it for a couple days to use it, just the one product, right? And I thought, well, okay, it's really easy. I like ease. I do not want a 10-step program. I don't have time. I don't have the patience for it. I can tell you already within just a couple days, Liz, that I noticed my skin looks smoother. That's what I noticed almost immediately. I can't wait to find out down the road. And I have tried retinols before. If you read any beauty headline, they all say retinols. Maybe you tried them from like a skin specialist or some kind of medi-spa, right? And I have very, very, very sensitive skin. So I've had bad experience with retinol. And that's what freaks everybody out. I think we run from them when we see the word retinol.
Yes.
I put this on, not a problem. It glides on beautifully. You get a huge double amount. I mean, this is a giant tube. It's giant. And so use it generously. A lot of times when you're using those really special creams, you'll use the teeniest amount because you spend $150 on a teeny jar.
Right.
Use it. Use it on your décolleté. Use it on the neck, around your eyes.
Yes.
Guys, that has to be specifically tested to use it around your eyes. That's putting retinol around your eyes. That's almost unheard of.
Right.
Because it is so harsh, right? But this one you actually can. And I have to say something else you might not know. We cannot say deep wrinkles. It's a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Legally approved.
It has to be, it's literally go through a legal process for us to say deep wrinkles, for anybody to say it. So when you see the word deep wrinkles, to me, that's a big neon sign saying, please pay attention, because that is very legalized of us being allowed to say it. It has to be proven.
Yes.
And that's what Liz and her team, they do. They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a year testing. So what we come out in the air and can say, that deep wrinkles is shocking to see. You hear us talk a lot about fine lines and wrinkles, but when we say the word deep wrinkles, that's the one you go, okay, now I really have to pay attention. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just like to bring these nuances out because a lot of people don't understand how tough it is for us to say some of this stuff, because it has to be proven. And that, they should get it, that should be like circled with a telestrator and lights going to be able to say it really is effective on deep wrinkles, because what do we do for deep wrinkles? All right, here we go. We have now sold, ready? This is just today alone.
It's almost
29,000. We're going to hit 30,000 in a second, okay? And then we're going to go well over that in this hour. It is the last and final look at this. They will never do it again this year. This is the only time they're doing it. I love it. Liz and the team decided they were just going to do this really fun blowout for the birthday, and you really did. This is a customer pick. It is a Beauty Choice Award at $44 by itself. You said Nakery, and remember, Nakery's only been around a couple years. It's already your favorite retinol product. So that's $44. For less than that, if I just came out and sold this, you'd be like, oh, that's awesome. Let me stock up. You're getting a second bottle of it. So you're getting 2 of this. And then we've added the $24 cleanser, which is a 10-in-1. I don't think you've given enough love to the cleanser all day, but that's okay. But this is a 10-in-1 unique cleanser that cleanses, and it's a treatment. She will get into it. All of that is $112. Right now, you can get this home for a little over 11 bucks using your major credit card. That's called our FlexPay. And in this case, it is free shipping on top of it. Now, I do want to talk about auto ship, because you can get a really effective, affordable retinol. Imagine being able to continue to get the same price as long as you stay on auto ship. That's what you want to lock in tonight. Do not let the night end and the today's special end as well before getting the auto ship. It comes every 90 days, but you totally control that. You can cancel it, slow it down, speed it up. I've actually slowed one of my auto ships way down, like every 200 days, because I just wasn't using that product as much, but I wanted to keep the savings. So that's what you want to lock in tonight, is grab the auto ship. And how many auto ships do we have in comparison to single ship? Is usually we have a lot less. Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay, so we've got about the same, so you're in good shape to grab that auto ship. We cannot raise the price on you. And you keep, because once you start in a retinol routine, you don't want to ever come out of it, because it's so effective.
It is so effective. And here's what's exciting about retinol. It is the most powerful ingredient to change the overall appearance of your skin. It actually is the only ingredient that works from the inside out. So why is that important? You know, there's other ingredients on the market, of course, that work on the surface. But if you're in the over 50 club, club, you've looked in the mirror and you're saying, yes, Liz, I have sagging skin, I have deep wrinkles. I know I should be using retinol. However, I don't like the effects of retinol. That's definitely old school retinol. This is new innovation. You're not going to have the sensitivity. You can use it every single day. And as Suzanne said, be generous. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your neck. You can use it on your décolleté. Watch your skin change. I think that's the most exciting thing about retinol. Vitamin C is great, but are you really going to see dramatic change with your skin? No. Retinol, again, works from the inside out. It signals your skin cells to behave younger. The list of benefits for retinol is, we could go on for hours, but when you see it on the skin, and when we send, to Suzanne's point, when you send in the clinicals, you just wait for what they say. So when it came back deep wrinkles, and when it even came back firmness within 10 minutes, we were a little surprised because retinol, to Suzanne's point, it takes time. You want to see it for a couple of weeks, see what it's doing. This, you start to see the results immediately. So to know that you're getting 10 months worth, it almost sounds funny, but you're getting 10 months worth of retinol that's going to give your skin new skin, because if you are, like they were just showing right there, the tightening, the firming, the deep wrinkles, that's showing you that if you have sagging skin, deep, and it's not even, as Suzanne said, lines and wrinkles, it's creases, it's folds. When gravity kicks in, that's what happens. And even on Christine's neck, you can see the lines, the loose, crepey skin is tighter, it's firmer, and it's just gonna get better.
Did you see the expression lines too? What does everybody do for expression lines? You spend a fortune and you get a shot. You know what I mean? That's the expression lines are here. The 11 lines, there's everything that wrinkles and crinkles, right? When you move your face, that's expression lines. How do you get rid of them? Traditionally, you spend a fortune and you go to a doctor's office and they shoot stuff into those wrinkles and those lines because it relaxes them. Did you see it's even been proven to work on the expression lines? So if you are going out to get the little syringe in your face all the time, why would you want to spend that when you could try this? Now wait, if it doesn't work for you, go out and go start spending all the money on the syringes again. But the fact we can say deep lines and wrinkles, we can say texture, we can say smoothness, we can say moisturizing, hydrating, radiance, and on top of that, say the expression lines, like that is really a game changer.
I know.
And Liz, that's what I love about your line. You push the envelope constantly in the beauty world, and you define yourself with really innovative products. This is the one that's bugging me the most right now, though. Can I tell you honestly, you could have taken a shot at me right now. I am getting those wrinkles and those lines above my lip, and it's completely freaking me out.
I know, and we call it the smoker line, so even if you're not a smoker, it happens. But here's the thing that I love about this before and after. When I talk about down and in, that's what starts to happen. So it kind of squishes everything together. It starts to give you that laxity and gravity of pulling everything down. Look at what starts to happen. You're using clean beauty. You're using new innovation. You're using something that is clinically proven. That's why you're getting these results. But again, I don't want you to think of this as a quick fix product, because this retinol will change your skin so dramatically for the overall appearance. It is the #1 ingredient that can actually go into not only the epidermis, but the dermis to actually optimize your skin's own natural collagen.
It's really groundbreaking.
It is.
Can I add to that with the whole lip thing? Most retinols you wouldn't dare put on your upper lip.
Peel.
I swear to you, it'd peel off.
Right.
You would look, it's a horrible experience because it actually is almost burning your skin when it does. So again, that is how safe and gentle this is. I mean, it's remarkable. When you told everybody you could put it around the eye area, I was like, you're going to put a harsh retinol. It's not. And the way they've encapsulated and the innovativeness and the technology they're using to pull this off. And guess what? It's not a fortune. Liz doesn't have a bunch of celebrities she has to pay. She doesn't have a whole bunch of stores where it's in stores and she's paying rent for the mall store. She just goes directly to us with this very innovative line. And that's why we can bring you a price. Because I think people question it. Because we're used to retinol at Medi-Spas being like one little jar for $150. You're like, well, it better work. And then you're like, well, I can't afford it. it. So I think sometimes people wonder, how can we get that kind of effectiveness at such a great value? And it's simply because Liz doesn't have all the crazy overhead that all the other brands have. Remember, this typically, and you guys picked it as your #1 favorite retinol of all of our beauty lines, this is it. This is $44 by itself. We're giving you a second one. Remember, this is only $34.95, so $44.44, and then another $24 on the cleanser, which I promise, Liz, we'll talk about this cleanser, yes, because it's a 10-in-1 cleanser, and it's a simple routine. I wrote a note to myself. I said, it's a multitasker that's so simple, you have less steps and more results.
Yes.
How'd you like that?
I love that.
Oh, did I get applause on that one? I was thinking hard on, but I did. Again, I'm a busy girl, and I just don't like a million steps.
Yeah.
If you're like me and you just need to knock it out, it's this, and maybe add the body butter coming up, or get the pain relief for sure. But anyway, this, and you're out the door.
You are, and you know, as we get older, we know that our pores get larger, and we have that kind of orange peel skin. So you probably have been told to use a peel or use an exfoliator. What's so great about the cleanser is it's like a mini hydrofacial all in one, because it's not only going to remove the dirt, the oil, the makeup, but it has salicylic, glycolic, and AHAs that clean out the pores, remove the dead skin cells, tighten the pores, and leave a retinol palmitate even before you put on your retinol. So
that's part of the cleanser world.
Yes, which is amazing.
But isn't it a toner? It's like a
all of it.
It's 10.
Yeah.
And we're finally, she's like, this is like, okay, Sue's fine. I will talk about the cleanser.
No, I love it. And it's I actually did a clean out, Suzanne, on Sunday. I had a drawer full of cleansers, and I go, why? I'll never use them. They'll just age. So, and I have 3 of these in my drawer. So I said, just why am I wasting a drawer of cleansers when I just love this one? There's never been a cleanser that can do so much for your skin, meaning that, you know, the ones with the little beads that exfoliate the top layer, right? And then you've got to use the acids to get the next layer. This cleanser does it all. So the collagen amino acids take off the dirt, the oil, the makeup. Then you have your glycolic, your AHAs, and your salicylic that are going to exfoliate, tighten the pores, yes, brighten the skin with vitamin C, and leave a retinol palmitate. So it is your one and done. You can use it morning and night, and it's a great first step before putting on your retinol. And look at your skin. You're also aging backwards, Galena. But look at Galena's before. When we talk about sagging skin, it's not just wrinkles that are caused by expression lines. We start to get creases and folds that are caused from sagging. Very, very different. That happens when we're over 50. Because by the time we hit 60, we've lost 50% of our collagen. So to have a retinol that is, again, all the beauty editors are saying, retinol that has never felt so good, you will use it morning, you will use it night, you can use it around the eyes, you can use it on the neck, but look at the difference. You will start to notice that if you're getting the jowls, if you're getting that kind of upside down triangle, you'll notice that your jawline will look more even, because unfortunately, we don't sag perfectly on both sides. So using the retinol, it's just gonna get better and better and better. Did I mention another exciting thing about retinol? You never go backwards. So what I mean is let's say you use this for the next 10 months. Then you come back to HSN and it's sold out. Your skin is not going to go backwards. It continue.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It doesn't?
No. Where, interesting enough, any other ingredient, like a vitamin C, you might get your sunspots back, right?
Yeah.
Niacinamide, you might get that uneven texture back. Retinol is the only ingredient that you never go backwards. That's why it's
And does it continue to go forward?
No. But it doesn't go backwards.
That's great.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing. Actually, can I show one more thing? Can you do the before and after again on Galena, if you don't mind? Only because I have to point out, we were talking about getting the syringe and how do we get rid of the 11 lines. Galena, if you don't mind, look at the 11 lines. Look how deep those are between her eyes, and look at that after. Like, girls, right there, you're like, oh no, I'm gonna blow this off. Really? Really? Like, why? When you see, and again, I love it because I appreciate Liz. She could easily bring in 20-year-olds who already have great skin. Right. But she brings in real women. We're all basically the same ages. And look at that dramatic difference between the eyes. And how many of you look in the mirror every morning and go, gosh, I don't want to spend all that money. The procedures would be extensive to take care of all that stuff. I don't want the syringes. I don't want to spend that. I don't want to do all that. Why for $34.95 free shipping, or on our FlexPay about $12? Why not try this? You've got to be curious. If you're seeing these huge before and afters that are so remarkable, knowing that this is an all-time favorite here for our customers, knowing it's clean beauty on top of that, Liz, we really haven't talked about that much. This is your chance to get it. Now, this is an important point in the day. We are at, I don't know, 9:30, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 10:23, thank you. On the East Coast, our day is going to come to a close, and we're launching a new Today Special at midnight. You always want to take advantage of it while you have it. Here's why I want you to sign up for auto ship. You can cancel that. Maybe you're trying it for the first time, but you can't go back and get this price again ever. If you get auto ship, you're automatically locked into it. That's currently every 90 days, but you said these 2 tubes can last you
10 months.
10 months. So if you want to extend that auto ship, because you're going to love it. Like, you're going to start using it. And once you start seeing the results and then it gets better and better, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't be without it. Well, so extend it. If you don't want it to ship for another 6 months, fine. You set it up the way you want. But what I can guarantee in auto ship is you lock in tonight's price. Because after tonight, we're not going to have any left. Or even if we do, once the Today Special is over, it'll be a $70 value. And you know what? That's still a fabulous savings on this. But if you want to guarantee that we cannot raise the price on you, you just get auto ship, and then you control all of it. So don't freak out. It's like, were you ever in that CD record club and you would get like 10 CDs every month and you could never get out of it? You remember back in the, that's back in the day, right? That is not auto ship. We make it really easy to get out of it if you want to, but you can't go back and get the deal when the Today Special's over. You have to grab it while you can. All right, Liz, I know you have a lot more to show us.
Yes, and while you said that, it's funny because the models all know it's our last show. Patsy, how many did you buy?
Put it on auto ship, 2 on auto ship.
You got the auto ship.
I did.
Isn't that funny? That's great.
She was like, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry, it's the last show. Okay, so here we go. So when you get this home, again, it goes on clean skin. It is just serum that's driven with a collagen triple peptide. So it's a creamy serum, super hydrating. You can put makeup right on top. You'll use it morning and night. It melts into the skin, and wait until you see the difference. So whether you're like Rinda, whether you're like Patsy and you have very thin, fragile skin and thought, oh no, I could never use retinol, I'm too old. No, well then we're all too old because we just started using this retinol when it just launched. So even 5 years ago, I was not using retinol because I couldn't, because the yellow and it just peeled the skin, causes redness. Old school retinol will thin the skin unless you do all the rules. Wearing a hat, you never go outside, you wear lots of sunscreen. This, there are no rules. And that's what's so exciting, because you can use this morning and night, not have to worry. Of course, I would always recommend wearing sunscreen, but it is retinol that you will see such dramatic change in your skin, because old retinol, you would use for a couple days, take 2 days off. Use it for a couple days, maybe take 4 days off. You were kind of watching a calendar. With this, every single day. There's a reason why all of you voted this your favorite retinol. I definitely encourage you to read the reviews, but you will love the results. And if you had to clean out your bathroom and say, all right, what is the one ingredient? I'm over 50, what should I use? It's gonna be this retinol. This is cutting edge. This is Gran Active and Renistar. It is not old school retinol. We would have never done a retinol if it was old school retinol. This is retinol that you will love using, because you're gonna start to see the changes. Firmer skin, less lines and wrinkles, and the overall appearance of your skin, meaning it's gonna help redensify the loss of collagen. And there's only one ingredient that can do that, and it's retinol.
Well, and that's what I discovered. I got my sample, my little Try Me sample a couple days ago. I've only had it for a couple days, and I've just noticed, the one thing I noticed the most right now is how much smoother my skin is. It really shocked me. And again, I've used it for maybe 2 days now, and I just noticed, I looked, I'm looking thinking, oh, let's see. And I was like, oh my gosh, my skin is actually smoother. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I've got the development of the lines above the lip, which are totally freaking me out. I do not like it. And I was thinking, oh goodness gracious, what am I gonna do? It's so painful to have anything done there. You know what? I cannot believe I can use a retinol product all over my face in the most sensitive areas. That lip right here, around your eyes, that had me at hello. I was like, to be able, like retinols around your eyes, you never want to do that. It's really harsh.
Exactly.
But this is clean beauty, and you can use it around your eyes, your décolleté. How often do we blow off our décolleté area because that precious product we have, we don't want to waste it on this area, and yet this area is looking pretty ragged, right? Now use it. You can be really generous using this. And by the way, I don't think we've shown you this. I know Patty just did it, or Patsy just did it, but I just want to show you. Like, it goes on beautifully, guys. It's very lightweight. It's not gunky. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. You don't feel like you got to wash your hands when you take it off. It absorbs very, very quickly.
It does.
And I like it because, again, tons of results. It's the ultimate multitasking two-part system that gives you multiple finish or multiple results. I didn't say it as well as I did the first time, did I? It's the multitasker that's simple to use. There we go. That's easier to say. I'm gonna have a T-shirt, multitasker that's simple to use. And you get the cleanser. Again, this is a huge value. $44 for one normally. You guys have picked it as your favorite retinol. That's immediately so exciting to say. We added another one to it, so another $44. $24 for the cleanser on top of that. That's $112 that you can lock in on auto ship at $34.95. And by the way, free shipping. We have free shipping on everything over the weekend. So gosh, take advantage of it. Yeah, these guys, I swear they're bringing it up to re-freak me out. Like, this is me, really. It's seriously me. And the other day I was really thinking, what in the world can I do?
Right, and here's the thing. When you look at that before, same thing. She's not 20. She's actually in her late 50s. And what happens is as we age, our skin gets thinner. And then you think, okay, I'll go find that prescription or other kinds of retinol, which isn't great to use on thin, fragile skin. You want the new retinol that's actually going to help thicken the epidermis, go down, and help smooth out those deeper lines and wrinkles and really address sagging skin. That's what this retinol will do. So again, you want to use it morning and night, clean skin, take it on around your eyes, use it on your neck. But if you're like so many of us and afraid to use retinol, this is retinol that you will actually love using. Look at this, Patsy. You're getting younger and younger by the minute.
Well, she's so adorable anyway. Okay, let me give you an update. Number one, if you missed out, they have a pain reliever coming up. In the show, we have a pain reliever coming up. And I've never used it before, and my knee was killing me. That's past tense. And I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not fooling you guys. I don't do that. I've been doing this for a long time. My knee feels so good. I cannot believe how good this is. So that's coming up. Stick around to learn about it. I do want to mention we have a really, really pretty lip, and actually some of your lip products I carry with me constantly.
Yay.
Yeah, I do. I love it. In fact, I have one at home. I have a couple in my handbag. And right here on the set, I have one of Liz's